Hello guys, it's me, Samo13. Basically, as an experiment, when I got these once upon a time, ages ago, when I got like, was it £5 of a PayPal donation, which I hadn't spent for ages, I had the urge that I really wanted to do one of those videos where you buy like knockoff stuff, so I got a pack of those little tiny Pokemon knockoffs, which I'm going to show you in a little while, and £3 and £1 postage. And I thought to myself, I want to try doing a video, see if it works. If it does work, see if I can get £4 back and keep doing it. Sadly, I don't have my desk at the moment. The phone is on charge because the battery is totally dead. So let's just go and make the video nice, quick. Hopefully it'll still interest people. You can see what this one was meant to be, which I've shown you while talking. It's meant to be gold bat, and it's not the right colour, and the shiny is that colour. But this is probably one of the worst ones out of the bunch. Anyway, just go through them quickly. Note that I won't be saying their names because I don't know many of the Pokemon from even the DS era. The last one I've properly played was the Game Boy one. I mean, that's the problem. I've always wanted to get back into it. I just don't have the money to like go and buy a DS or any sort of console, even pre-owned. It's just out of my reach at the moment. But I still like the idea of Pokemon, so I thought I'd get these. This is meant to be. Well, I can tell the colours are all bad. The weird bottom bit, the plastics. The plastic's weird. It's like it looks solid, but it really isn't. Oh, don't mind me just knocking them around the place. Here's an ugly one. You might be thinking, oh, that's all right colours, but you might also notice the face. The face looks so dumb. It really does. It looks really dumb. But to put it there, maybe you'd see better. Nah, it's just its face is just so stupid. It looks like it got hit in the face with a door, and it just broke its face. Poor thing. This one. The problem with this is it's one of many that has that problem where the cheap models, they follow the pattern of the Pokemon. They do make them look like the Pokemon, and then they proceed to do a rush job of the painting, which is why I'm actually interested in getting these, really. But I'll say that later after I've shown you them. Next one, I'm pretty sure this is Jinx. I know this one because it's from the first 151. Keep dropping it. Basically another thing of loads of paint not being there. The bottom's randomly red for some reason. I mean, I know that'll cover up if you actually put that down. And yes, you can actually stand this one up. Get the next one. I'm sure this one's a starter Pokemon, and I'm sure it's meant to be more than 2 colours. Yeah, but it's for some reason it's another one where the colours are just done terribly. But I got this for £3 if you ignore the £1 shipping. So it's gonna end up like that. Feels so bad though. I feel like I'm gonna break them all. In fact, this one's probably the one that feels the most breakable because of the ultra thin wing bits. I actually drew this Pokemon once, and I'm pretty sure the ears aren't proper sideways like that. It ultimately feels like they were almost welded on. I don't know how these are made, but it does feel that way. It does feel as if my nails, my very girlish, well, just overly long nails, would end up digging into them if I wasn't too careful. There's this thing as well. I have no idea what it is, so I'll just show it to you. If you know what it is, well, just keep it to yourself because I won't know anyway, even if you told me. So that's really it. I can't tell what's wrong with that one. And another terrible one. I think this one's called Spinder. At least that's what I believe it is. And I'm sure it's meant to have, well, not have a pure white stomach. I believe it. There is a chance of it having different patterns and all that. That's the gimmick of it, from what I believe. But for some reason they've given it an okay head and then just failed miserably on the rest. And given it a grass stand. I don't know why it has a grass stand. Maybe they actually were trying to make it stand up. Even though I've just noticed there's a load of white on the floor there. For some reason. And no, I don't have any dirty thoughts about that. About the white stuff on the floor. Okay. This one is another one where the shape is there. It looks so derpy though. So derpy. So many colours missing. It probably wouldn't look that derpy if it actually had its fangs and all that. But it looks so dumb. Plus the yellow should really be darker. I'm pretty sure the yellow in the game is darker than this. Oh, that's a pointy bit. There's one. Another Pokemon that I have no idea what it is because it's newer than the Game Boy games and I don't know them. It seems like some sort of grass thing. And it also seems like there should be more colours to it. But at least it looks sort of okay. It probably stands up too, but this is at an angle, so everything's going to fall off it. I believe this one's called Sizzle. There's probably little coloured things that should be there. Its face might need, well, it might be a little different from what it's supposed to be, but ultimately you get the idea. The only problem is because of all the long parts, it's also very, well, worrying. You can't really hold this without feeling like you're going to rip a leg off. I'll leave that one. This one, another one which I don't know what it is because it's too new. You can tell from above there are some problems with the painting though. In front even more that you can tell something's wrong. And from below you can tell a lot's wrong. You can tell there's a lot missing. An insane amount missing. You can actually tell all the details which probably should be a different colour. Even the top of the feet are blue. So this one's a lazy job. Very lazy one. There's this one. The thing about this one is that I'm pretty sure the gems are meant to be bigger, and you know they actually are. If I use my nail, my giant nail, I've got some dirt in there. Yeah, the gems are bigger than they actually look, but they've just been painted badly. If they were painted the whole gem in the colour they were meant to be, perhaps this one would be actually alright, but you know, at the moment it isn't. It's to pick up the pace, really. It's one which is another one which I do know of. I do know this one, of course, but I'm terrible with names. Even if I'd played the games, I wouldn't know. I'm not sure if there's missing colours on the body. I mean, it might be. What it is missing, though, is to basically make it so the nose isn't blended in with the rest of the face. And the teeth, there is actually teeth there, but they've been painted the same colour as the face. And the eyes are a bit, well, not a bit, but terribly done. Terribly done. And the ear's badly done too. There's this one. You'd think this one's a good one, because from this side, it looks really good. Well, not really good, it's more like really good for a knockoff. But on the other side, it's pure black. I'm not sure it's actually meant to be pure black on the other side though. So, you know, this is something where you could pretend that it was a good one. Well, it still needs fixes and all that. You can tell this nose. The painting's gone a bit on the cloudy bits. Yeah, it's bad as usual, but it's probably one of the better ones. Is a simplistic one. I believe it's called Rail Lord. It's so simplistic, I can just go like that and tell that it's been painted lazily because its teeth have been coloured blue and white. Well, the yellowish white colour it is. For a knockoff, it's okay because it doesn't use many colours. It's also very rolly. Next one, Pikachu. I don't know how this video is going on for so long. And the thing about this Pikachu is other than what I believe should be something at the ends of the tail and the bit of ruined bit here because of the marking, the DK China marking, it's actually alright. I mean, there is some bits that suggest it's still a bit shitty, but it's a nice one. It does look like what it's meant to be. In fact, it looks quite fat, which is amusing. Because it was the old Pikachu that was fat. This one is one of the most simplistically coloured ones. But oddly enough, because it's so simplistically coloured, other than the fact that the eyes are a little bit off, if you look closely, other than that, it's actually quite good. I mean, it's still got the problem of being a bit bendy. Somehow less so than some of the other ones, but that's a good one. Then we get to this one. I'm pretty sure this one's missing colours as well, and I find it a bit weird how it's got China there and PK on its front as if it's meant to be called PK. You know, it's not meant to be called that, but it's almost how it looks. And the back bit, I'm not even sure it's meant to be that colour. I mean, I remember this Pokemon, but it's almost as if... Isn't it meant to be brown? Is it meant to be grey? Or is this some sort of accidental fan fiction tail cut off mechanical replacement Pokemon, because that's what they've made it end up looking like. It looks like it got its tail cut off and got replaced with a metal version of its tail. I can't say that's a bad thing. It's a highly amusing, which is why I showed it to you nearly last. Next one. I believe this one is called Flygon, and the colours are quite bad. So's face and all that, but the reason why I've showed you this fourth to last is basically because of this. It'll actually stay on. Hold it up quickly. Is because it doesn't stand up. If you put it on its side, it kind of looks. Sorry about that. With the fingers, it kind of looks like you've murdered it. It looks like you've hit it and killed it. It looks like literally just looks dead. I find it highly amusing. I know that's an evil thing to do, but it does look like a dead Flygon. Anyway, it gets the three last ones. The legendaries. This one is meant to be Zapdos. I mean, even I know that. That's one of the first ones. And not usual, it's lazily done. I mean, the bottoms of the feet are orange, but the actual feet itself are not orange. The tip of the beak is orange, but the rest of the beak isn't. And the eyes are so weird. I mean, it looks okay from the side, if you ignore what's meant to be a different colour. But overall, it's not very good. You'd think they'd put more effort into the legendaries, but apparently not. Right, you've got this one. I mean, I recognise it because it's a legendary, but like usual, I just can't remember the names. And the awkward thing about this is it's another one where even if this was straight, it wouldn't be able to stand up. Unless you want it to... My god, that's just hilarious. You can have it standing like that, or you can have it standing on its face. I don't know why it would want to go like that, but apparently the people that made this knockoff toy want it to go like that. Oh, and the last one, I believe this one's in the same generation legendary as the other one I just showed you, and this one is actually really bad and wonky. Either one of the wings should be higher. If I get out the light so you can see it, it's very bright. Yeah, that's better. Either one of them should be higher or the other one should be lower, but instead it looks terrible. And I think that should be it, since it's getting a bit too long. I believe this one begins with a K. Basically, sorry about the video being like that. I'm trying to be quick, but I'm feeling a bit ill and all that. Remember that this cost me £4 altogether, so you know, if you feel like helping me do this more often, hopefully with the desk, not with a giant cabinet in the way that I can use, then maybe throw me £1 through PayPal. All I need is about 5 people to throw me £1, so you know, including the fee that you get through sending money in PayPal, and then I'll probably be able to get something like that again. I mean, not the exact same thing, but something cheap again. So hope you liked it, even though it was stupidly long and stupid, and I will see you next time.